Watch me bubble. I'm the fly. Marvelously magnificent. Excellent.
Another transition for you in recent years is we now see you on ITV2 regularly on Don't Hate the Player. So how did that next transition come along for you?
I don't know. I think the reputation I worked on kind of helped, and me being on radio all these years and pushing the style of hip hop that I do, because I kind of try and like with Ted and now with MK, I kind of try and do a snapshot of what's going on, but the whole thing as much as possible. So you'll get some drill, you get some grime, you get some boom bap, you get some soulful, you get some gully, you get some ignorant, because it's a snapshot of the whole thing. It's not, I prefer one style over the other, but it's my job to show what's going on.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why I've been there so long.
Yeah.
So when I met Jolyon, who I was a fan of, I didn't know he was a hip hop fan, because he used to do this show called The Revolution Will Be Televised. Right?
Yeah.
And I met him at a wedding reception. I was speaking at a wedding reception for Dr. Laub, shout out to Dr. Laub and his wife. And he came up to me and was like, "Bro, I'm such a big fan." I was like, "Bro, I'm a fan of your thing, man. Like, the Revolution, blah, blah, blah." We was talking for a minute. He's like, "Yo, I've got something that you might be interested in."
Yeah.
So we exchanged numbers and all that stuff, and went about our business. Couple years, like whatever. I never saw him again until then. And he called me out of the blue. He was like, "Yeah, remember I told you I got something that you might like? I've had this idea for this show."
Yeah.
And it's a hip hop TV panel show, and we're looking for a host, but I want you to be the DJ. And I was like, "But what? In what capacity? Like, just be like hold down the musical section. Like Kid Capri in Def Comedy Jam." That's all he had to say. I was sold from them, because Kid Capri, one of my favorite DJs ever, mixtape DJ. But what he did on Def Comedy Jam, being such a pivotal part, bringing on the guests and all that, like being on point with the music and having that authenticity, being one of the DJs from the scene that's highly respected, that earned the respect. Do you know what I mean? All he had to say was, he said to me, like Kid Capri and Def Comedy, I was told from the head, just sign me up, let me know what I want.
Yeah.
So we did the rehearsals and all that stuff, and we've had 3 seasons so far. So, who knows? 4th season might be coming soon.
Oh, wow.
Might be.
Oh, might be. Giving us some insider info right there.
I said might be. I'm not confirming or denying nothing. Yeah. But yeah, it's an honor to be part of that show. The panel, because obviously it's different eras. So I'm more old school. I'm probably the oldest dude on there, but I don't business. It's like, we had Sugar Hill Gang, we had Melly Mel on the show, and it was great for them to see that, because people know the Apache joint and all that, and there are two groups that formed together to go on tour.
Yeah,
and they both had hits from nearly 50 years ago.
Yeah,
it was wonderful, because when I first fell in love with it, it was those guys I saw.
Yeah,
and I had, when they were sitting on the panel, I had to just stop everything for a second and be like, look, I need you guys to understand, who's watching, who's hearing my voice, that the MCs that you love, the MCs that you think are the best ever, they're standing on the shoulders of these dudes. You know what I mean? Because these people, they came up in the Bronx in the 70s and 80s and all that, and it was a thing of, they went through so much madness to bring us the music. They got jerked by the records. I didn't know if they even made money back then, but those records sold millions of copies. Yeah. It wasn't like not Rappers Delight. The Message was in the top 10 on top of the pops. So I remember seeing that as a kid and thinking, wow, this is going well. Wow, they must be making money.
Yeah.
But these shiesty contracts.
Yeah.
Allegedly, they go and they crawled so we could fly.
Yeah, yeah,
And I had to acknowledge that, because I'm not saying that Jordan and Maya and Leisha and them lot didn't understand who he was, but it wasn't even just them I was talking to. I was talking to the audience.
yeah,
That was listening, and I think that's my job to salute
yeah,
the people that came before me.
yeah,
That enabled me to be able to fly around the world and feed my family from doing this.
yeah.
This is what they helped us with. You understand? And they probably don't get the thanks that they should get. Cool Herc shouldn't be broke.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Should not be broke.
yeah,
They should be owning a piece of all of this.
yeah. Yeah, and for me, that's that's the most disheartening thing as well, because you think to yourself,
Right.
they probably got their stuff on Spotify, endless compilations. Are they seeing any royalties from any of that?
They're probably not. They're probably only seeing show money when they get to do shows, and good thing that some of them are touring. You know what I mean? But the ones that aren't touring, I wonder how they're looking after, Grandmaster Caz. Like, he does tours in New York and all that stuff, and when tourists come over, he'll show the birthplace of the thing we know now as hip hop, and so you can see that and all that kind of stuff. And he's probably eating off that, okay.
Yeah.
But none of these guys should be struggling. Do you know what I mean? Shah Rukh shouldn't be struggling, shouldn't be working regular jobs. These people, they put on for this culture that we love. You understand? And I think they deserve more. But how's it going to happen?
Yeah, it always feels like they need to set something up, like where they get a little percentage of from everywhere, all the hip hop artists that are out, all the mainstream artists, millions, even
that
billions.
Should be it. But and the thing is, those SKANDOUZ, this culture was ours, right? But I don't think that none of us control it anymore. None of us own this anymore. It's owned by corporations that more than likely don't love what we do and don't love us.
Yeah.
But this was a voice for us. You understand? It was a voice for the voiceless.
Yeah.
This is the thing that we all kind of latched onto because they were talking our language. It was going through the same, and a lot were going through a lot worse.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But they was able to express it and connect worldwide.
Yeah.
Before like social media, like worldwide music.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's wild. It's wild.
Watch me bubble. Something to fly. Marvelously magnificent. Excellent. Greatness in a set. Watch me